Lesson 29, Reader's Notebook. We start on page 202. So today we are looking at long vowels I and A. Let's read through the words in our word bank first, and we will fill in our blanks. We have frightened, race car, pasted, higher, kindly, explained. Number 1, let's find our word that goes in the blank. The blank woman likes to help her neighbors. So let's go through our word bank. The frightened woman, the race car woman, the pasted woman, the higher woman, the kindly woman, or the explained woman. If you chose kindly, you are correct. The kindly woman likes to help her neighbor. So please write the word kindly in the blank. Number 2, Dale's blank was speeding around the racetrack. I think you can figure that one out all by yourself. And it says was racing. Dale's blank was speeding around the track. Boy, Miss C got tongue-tied on that one. Number 3, Dad blank the problem in a way I could understand. Number 4, were you blank by the strange sounds in the middle of the night? Number 5, we watched the hot air balloon rise blank in the sky. Number 6, Gina blanked the photos into her scrapbook. So number 2, Dale's race car was speeding around the track. Number 3, Dad explained the problem in a way I could understand. Number 4, were you frightened by the strange sounds in the middle of the night? Number 5, we watched the hot air balloon rise higher in the sky. Number 6, Gina pasted the photos into her scrapbook. If you need to pause the video to fill in your blanks, go ahead. I want you to think about the long vowels A and I, and what do we know about long vowels? They say their name. So A says A as in pasted, and I says I as in higher. Page 203, pronouns and ownership. Do you remember what a pronoun is? A pronoun is a word we can replace with, when we are writing names, we can replace those names with a pronoun. So instead of saying Mr. Smith, we can say he. Instead of saying Sally, we can say her. Okay? So a possessive pronoun, when we're talking about ownership, remember we're talking about possession. So a possessive pronoun shows that a person or animal owns something or has something. So if you put the words my, your, his, or her before a noun, then that's going to show that someone has that or owns that. So my mom gets 2 gifts. So when we say my mom instead of the mom, okay, or we could say her mom gets 2 gifts, we're saying that whatever comes after in terms of the thing in the sentence, as in gifts in this sentence, that means the mom gets the 2 gifts. So the verb, which is our action word, gets, and our 2 gifts tell us what she's getting. So in these sentences, we're supposed to underline the possessive pronoun in each sentence. Circle the noun that goes with it. So if we go back up to the sentence up here, we have my mom gets 2 gifts. So mom is our noun, and my is the possessive pronoun. Okay? Number 1, His presents are on the table. What is our possessive pronoun? The possessive pronoun is his. And what are we talking about? What does he own? Presents. So you are underlining the word his and circling the word presents. Number 2, Mom also sees gifts from her children. So what is our possessive pronoun? Our pronoun is going to be her. So you are underlining her. And what is the noun that goes with her? We're talking about her children. Okay? Number 3, her daughter gives 2 books. So who does, let's see, I'm sorry. I forgot what we were talking about. So our possessive pronoun in this sentence is her. So please underline her. And who does her belong with? Daughter. So we are circling daughter. All right. So what we're looking for is the noun that goes with the pronoun. Number 4, her son gives 2 flowers. If you circled son as your noun, you are correct. And you need to underline her as the possessive pronoun because it's saying the son belongs to her. So it's her son. Number 5, Mom opens your gifts too. So this one's kind of tricky. We are looking at the word your as a pronoun. And what noun goes with your? Gifts. So we're talking about the gifts of you, actually. So your gifts. So we are going to underline your and circle gifts, please. Number 6, my mom has a good birthday. So the noun is mom, and the possessive pronoun that goes with it is my. So please underline my and circle mom. Number 7, her sister called this morning. The noun is sister, and the possessive pronoun that goes with it is her. Remember when we've talked about apostrophe S's in the past, and those show possession? And remember what we say is if we have an apostrophe S, then whatever comes after it belongs to it. So that's the case here when we're talking about possessive pronouns. So the possessive pronoun comes first, and whatever comes after it belongs to it. So in number 7, her sister, her is the pronoun, and sister is the noun. The sister belongs to her. Number 8, my dad will take her out to dinner tomorrow. My is the possessive pronoun, and dad is the noun. The dad belongs to the word my, or in this case, we'd be talking about me if I were saying my dad. So my is the possessive pronoun. Please underline that. And the noun that you will circle is dad. This one's a little tricky. So if you're having trouble with it, stop the video, rewind, and go back and listen again. If you don't understand this, please message me and Miss C will help. Page 204. We are looking for long vowels again, A and I, and we are looking at the pair of words that come underneath each set of sentences. So one word for each sentence. So number 1, the first sentence, doing something fun, something to have fun. So our 2 words that we're looking at is are raining and playing. So when we're doing something to have fun, what are we doing? We are playing. So please write playing in the first line. And that means number 2 sentence in number 1, water coming down from the sky, is going to be raining. So please write raining on the second line. Number 2, talk about things that trouble you. Our 2 choices are explain or complain. So let's read our second sentence. Tell what something means. Excuse me, it's not actually a sentence because why? We're not ending with periods here or any kind of punctuation. So these are actually called fragments. They're just parts of sentences. So to tell what something means, that's explain. So second line in number 2 is explain. So that leaves complain for our first line, to talk about things that trouble you. You complain when you are talking to someone about something that upsets you or troubles you. Number 3, we are looking at the 2 words lightning and higher. Flashes of light during a storm. That one's pretty easy, right? Lightning. And the second sentence in second fragment in number 3, above something else. That means higher. Number 4, our 2 words are railway and radio. A track that trains run on, well, obviously that one is railway, right? And so then our second sentence in number 4, second fragment, a thing that plays music is a radio. And number 5, our 2 words are flying and shining. The first definition, bright and glowing. The second definition, moving through the sky with wings. Well, these are pretty easy, aren't they? Something that's bright and glowing is shining. And something that moves through the sky with wings is flying. So if you need to pause the video to fill in the blanks, please go ahead and do so. And then on page 205, we are looking at our words again, our spelling words that have AI, AY, IGH, and Y in them. So please sort your words with in the columns that have either long A sound or long I sound. And they want you to underline the letters and each word that stand for the long A or long I. Now remember when we reviewed the spelling words, we talked about this. We are looking at 2 letters together. We have AI and AY, and we have IGH and just a Y, okay? So aim, is that a long A or long I? Do you hear A or do you hear I? If you said A, you are correct. So your first word in your A column should be our first word in our spelling list, which is aim. So go ahead and fill in this page. You don't need my help to do this one. I know you know how to do it.